Hi everybody, my name is Paulina. In today's video, I'm going to review section F, Technology and Analytics, of the new 2020 CMA exam part 1. If you want to know more about the contents of this section and the potential questions that you might get asked, please keep watching. Let's get started. Section F, Technology and Analytics. It consists of 15% of the overall weight of the exam, which means that you're going to get 15 questions on it. If you already saw my other video on what is changing in the new 2020 exam, you would know that this section was added to part 1 in order to reflect the changes in technology and the evolving financial role. If you haven't seen this video, I suggest you pause this current video, go down to the link where I will link the video about the changes. Watch that one first and then come back to this one. This way everything would be much clearer to you. If you have seen it, good job. Just keep watching. Before I start reviewing this section topic by topic, I want to comment on the fact that all the questions that we're gonna get in this section are going to be theoretical. Woohoo! I'm very happy about it because I definitely prefer theoretical questions rather than numerical ones. But if this is not the case for you, it's okay. I still think that there is a positive thing related to this new section, which is timing. No matter how good and fast you are in resolving the questions with your calculator, I still think that it would be much faster to answer a question by just reading the question and choosing the right answer without having to do any calculations. So you can think about it in a way that you, every question from section analytics and what's the name of this section? Technology and analytics, you answer, you save precious seconds, and you can use these accumulated precious seconds on another question that is more complex that comes from a different section. Okay, so this said, let's move on to the content review. I have a cheat sheet for you. So section F, Technology and Analytics, consists of 4 topics. I'm gonna read them to you. Topic 1, Information Systems. Topic 2, Data Governance. Topic 3, Technology Enabled Finance Transformation. And Topic 4, Data Analytics. I'm gonna go one by one, and while we're going, I'm gonna tell you what I think might be a potential questions out of this particular topic. Okay, starting with topic 1, Information System. It reviews, first of all, accounting information systems. So it will give you a definition of what an accounting information system is, and then it would go through all business cycles and explain how those cycles relate to the accounting information systems. So you would hear about revenue, expenditure, production, HR, payroll, and general ledger. And this is a potential question. They would give you an operation and they would ask you within which business cycle does this operation falls within the information system. So the answers would be, revenue, expenditure, or productions, and you would have to pick one of those. Then we move to enterprise resource planning system, which was something that was already discussed in several topics and in several sections. Section C, cost management for sure, and I think it was mentioned before that as well in a different section. So here it's just a brief definition, and then within the enterprise resource planning systems, they talk about database management systems and data warehousing. Data warehousing is also a potential question you might get, something related to the definition of data warehousing. The last thing that is discussed in topic 1 is enterprise performance management, and it's very brief, just like a little paragraph that gives you the definition. So that's topic 1, information systems. Then moving on to topic 2, data governance. Data governance starts with data policies and procedure, which relates very much to section E, internal controls. So you would have what internal controls are in place for data. This is what's going to be discussed. And then it moves on to life cycle of data. So you would have the different phases. There are 8 phases of data life cycle. And here a question might be, you would have an operation and they would ask you within which phase of the data life cycle does this operation fall. After data life cycle, you would get new section called controls against security breaches. Okay, controls against security breaches. It's actually very interesting. They talk about fingerprints and iris scanning identification systems, penetration testing, when you allow a different company to try to penetrate your firewalls in order for them to find a way to hack you, so then you can go back and fix it. This was actually quite interesting, and I think that all those things are a potential question. They might ask you, for example, in order to access financial data of the company, what is the best way for an employee to be identified? Is it a password? Is it a fingerprint? Is it something else? So you would have to pick one of those. And after this, no, there's nothing else. That's it. Data governance, topic 2. We move on to technology-enabled finance transformation, topic 3, which is actually the shortest one. It's somehow the shortest one, and they managed to stuck so much information in it. You'll be surprised. It starts with the system development lifecycle, and you would have the steps of how to develop a system. And then it moves to process automation. In process automation, you would find robotics and artificial intelligence. So you would get the definitions of those two things and all the benefits. I found it very funny how they list all the benefits and no risks, no drawbacks, like artificial intelligence is perfect according to this book. And after you get this, you move on to innovative applications, which includes cloud computing, software as a service, and blockchain. In blockchain, they not only give you the definition of blockchain, but also there is an emphasis on smart contracts and a little bit of a Bitcoin mechanism behind it, but it's not explained extremely in detail, so we're good. And I think that this is a potential area of questions, definitely on blockchain, software as a service, and cloud computing. And that's all. That's section 3. Topic 3, technology-enabled finance transformation. And we move on to the last topic, data analytics. I find this topic to be the most useful one. It starts with business intelligence. So business intelligence, you would have big data and structured and unstructured data. What it is, how do you query it, and things like this. You might get a question on structured and unstructured data, I think mainly around the definition, or they would ask you, can you extract some certain information of an unstructured data, and you would need to know what the definition is in order to know, can you do that? And then you would have the benefits of the structured data, of course. You move on to data mining with a few examples and just a definition, a very, very short part of this topic. And the biggest part is analytical tools. Analytical tools would go over several different types of analytical tools. So you would have types of data analysis, so descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, prescriptive. And here's a question where you might get asked, you would get some data and you would get asked, is this analysis descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, or prescriptive? And then we go to data analytic models, so clustering, classification, and regression. Here again we go back to regression. Regression was already discussed in section A, and in section C, I believe, cost management. And you will again get the difference between linear and multiple regression with all the formulas and things, so we have it here as well. Then we move on to simulations. They explain the Monte Carlo simulation, which I'm sure you remember from some statistic course once upon a time. And then coefficient of determination and correlation, R squared, the typical things. and time series. And this concludes analytical tools. The very last theme of this topic in the whole section is data visualization. It's the only part of the book that you can find a colorful image. So you go over all the typical Excel and Power BI charts, a bar chart, a pie chart, a bubble chart, a heat map, a histogram, a map, and all those charts would be first depicted and then described, and they have divided them into different categories of how you use them. For example, for comparison, you would use a bar chart. For a trend, you would use a line chart. For location, you obviously use a map. So a question that you might get from this topic would be, which of the following charts are best to describe relationship? Or the other way around, in order to compare two results, which chart is the most suitable one? So this is what you might get from is a question from this topic. And here we have it. Section F, Technology and Analytics. It consists of 4 topics. Topic 1, Information Systems. Topic 2, Data Governance. Topic 3, Technology-Enabled Finance Transportation. Not transportation, transformation, Technology-Enabled Finance Transformation. And topic 4, Data Analytics. If you want to learn more about other sections of the exam, I'm going to be doing videos on every single one of them in part 1 of the CMA exam, because this is the one that I'm studying for right now. But if you want me to review part 2 as well, please let me know down in the comments and I will do that. And please like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel for more CMA related videos, because it's always better to watch a YouTube video about the exam rather than studying for it. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Paulina, and I'll see you in my next video.